So I'm probably fixing to have data caps, however you want to say it, data. I'm about to have caps on my internet. And here's why. It was something that I didn't consider at all during the election. Didn't even think about it. It wasn't my chief concern in the election. Like there was a lot of other things I was worried about in another Trump era. Thankfully, he gets only one more term. By the time I'm almost fucking 50, I will be almost 50 by the time we can get rid of this guy. Um, but it was like with all the things I was worried about with him being president, the one thing that didn't cross my mind that I should have been worried about as somebody who likes to do YouTube is data caps. Data caps is the internet, is caps on my internet and everything. I didn't consider that. I didn't consider that at all. Um, it's not good. It's not good at all. I should have considered it and I didn't consider it. So, yeah, there's a possibility that I'll either get rid of my internet and not be on the internet anymore, or I might cut my plan down to the lowest common denominator, just the lowest for common denominator, the lowest skew, the whole thing just down low, the lowest SKU. Uh, and because what's going to happen with them is they're going to make me pay for each extra gig or so that I use, right, in a month. They're going to a percentage over, they're going to make me pay extra. If I'm going to have to pay extra, I'm not going to keep paying the hundred and something dollars that I'm paying now. So this goes out to my internet company, or my internet provider. I just want to say really quickly that if you who is my internet provider? I just Spectrum. So Spectrum, if you start capping me and doing all this crap to me, you're either going to lose me as a company. You're going to lose a lot of people as customers, I think, especially where I live. A lot of people where I live have gone without internet for years. They've gone without broadband for years, and they can continue to go without broadband for years. They don't actually have to have it. They don't actually need it. Nothing like that. And if you do anything to frustrate them, they will get rid of you. They will drop you like a bad habit. They don't need you for their daily lives. A lot of people out here are used to not having internet. It's great to have it. I love to have it. But if you start capping people, you start capping me, you start capping anyone, you're going to see a reduction. And I think they know this. They're going to see a reduction in uh, their business. They're gonna see profits drop. Um, But how did we end up like this? I want to quickly touch on that right quick, and I know people aren't going to like this. Look, I'm a right-leaning moderate, okay? Right-leaning. And I would have voted for anybody on the Republican side that wasn't Trump, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't seem to understand this. I've had people in my other videos show up and call me a lib. They own the lib, cry, lib, cry. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking liberal, you dipshit motherfucker. God, you're stupid. Um, because that's the only reason a lot of them wanted Trump to win is because they want to own the libs. Are you fucking kidding me? And how did that work out? A lot of people are fleeing X and going over to Blue Sky. And not only are they fleeing X to Blue Sky, once they get over to Blue Sky, there's better tools for blocking your idiot asses out. Okay, when you're shitty, people don't want anything to do with you, and that's just how it is, you know. So, how did we end up in this situation, though? Quickly, I'll touch on that. There's a combination of things. There's an equation going on here, and part of the equation is laziness. A lot of people who are on the left didn't get out and vote. Um, there's like 15 million people that didn't get out and vote. That is why Trump. That's why am I wanting to bring Biden into this? That is why Trump won and Kamala Harris lost. There's a few reasons that. I also have a theory that people on the left, even though they act so virtuous, I do believe that there are sexists on the left. I do believe so. I believe there's never going to be a woman president because neither side wants a woman president. Neither Republican nor Democrat wants a female president. I think the other thing was there are racists on the left. I believe that there's racists on both sides. They won't admit to it, but I believe they are. So they weren't going to have her become. Actually, you know what? I don't know about that. Considering the fact that we had twice over a black president. We had Obama, That might not be true, but I do believe that there's something more to it. I believe that people not showing up, it wasn't just laziness. But that's the thing. People get comfortable. People think, oh, my job is done. It's never done. When it comes to politics, your job is never done. The work is never done. Get out and vote. All right. And it's too late. Well, actually, I just want to say there is a way through this, and that's if people vote for the right senators going forward. Any senator that will go against the insanity that is Trump, you know. You don't have to be on the left to hate Trump. You can be on the right and hate Trump. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. And I have people jumping in and just I actually looking back, it's annoying, but it's also hilarious that these people have nothing better to do with their lives than to accuse me of being a lib. Dude, I'm not a fucking lib. I'm not for instance, I don't like the idea of open borders. Do you think I like a ton of illegals coming here? No, I don't like people illegally being here. I'm all for being here legally. I'm not against people being here, but legality is my issue. All right. So yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the gender shit going on the left. A lot of gender politics and whatnot drives me crazy. You're gonna sit here and keep accusing me of being a lib? You people are fucking morons. Um, I don't like a lot of that stuff. I don't like the trying to police how people speak and address each other. A lot of that shit pisses off. Do you know what I do agree with on the left? And there's a lot of people who are on the right that agree with this. The wealthy should be paying their fair share. That's what makes me moderate, is because that's what I feel. So how are you going to say just because I don't didn't want Trump as president doesn't mean a damn thing. It doesn't automatically make somebody a liberal. With that sort of logic, that's the kind of logic you see on the left. That's what's hilarious. That is the logic you see on the left. Remember when that Ghostbusters reboot came out? Do you remember the Ghostbusters reboot? I remember. That was the same sort of logic and mental gymnastics that people on the left were giving people who didn't like that movie. Oh, you didn't like it because it doesn't matter what you say. You didn't like it because you're sexist and misogynist. That is the same thing. All right. It's mental gymnastics. Oh, you don't like Trump? You're a liberal. No, I just think Trump is terrible. I'm not blinded by him. I'm not blinded by the MAGA stuff. I'm not blinded by any of that crap. All right. I knew he was bad for this country. I knew the kind of insanity we were probably going to see and what we were probably going to get. And sure enough, and I know this video started off a certain way, but and I know people hate when I talk politics, but this is the ultimate, like, nationally, not internationally, but nationally, this is the ultimate fuck around and find out. And that's what we're seeing. We're going to see that. There's a lot of people who are like asking for exemptions on shit. The point of this video, though, is I will probably lose my unlimited data. It's a possibility at this point. And the FCC right now is Democratic led, and Republicans are all for corporations and letting corporations get away with bullshit. I am not a liberal for wanting corporations to do right by people, right? I can't be the only one who feels this way. All right. You're delusional. And plus, there's people who think they could be billionaires one day and they could be punished. I'm like, it's delusional to think you're going to be a billionaire. It's delusional. Being a billionaire is rare for a lot of people. And a lot of billionaires were born into being a billionaire. Their whole families have been billionaires for most of their lives. So if you're going to sit there and make these kind of assumptions, you are dumb. You're very, very dumb. Wealthy people don't give a damn about you. All right. The system doesn't care about you. A lot of corporations don't give a damn about you. All right. So it's not necessarily a liberal idea that we should get the wealthy to pay their fair share of shit. So considering how I feel about a lot of things, I would say I'm way more right. But I don't think Trump is good for this country. And we're fixing to find out. We can combat against it. We're going to have elections off and on between now and between getting rid of him. So between now and getting rid of him, there's things that we can do. There are things we can do. We can basically vote in senators that will go up against him. In fact, it doesn't even matter what side they're on, as long as they're going to go up against Trump's insanity. Then that's what matters. Of course, most conservatives are going to be on his side. But I just think he's a monster. I think he's horrible. I think he's deplorable. My mom is not even a liberal, and she doesn't like him. If I'm not mistaken, she doesn't like him. She's weary of him. And I've known other people who are not liberal and they don't like Trump. You don't have to be on the right to hate Trump. I mean, you don't have to be on the left to hate Trump. You can hate Trump and be on the right. All right, because as an individual, he's a monster. The fact that he's going to be president for another 4 years is crazy. But that's all he's going to get. There's no way in hell that we're going to change the law just for him to stay in. It's not going to happen. He's gone in 4 years. Plus, he could be gone sooner than that at his age. He's getting old. But of course, I know the comments already. I already see them. I already see the gears turning in the heads of a lot of people who are on the right. And you're going to come in and tell me, cry, lib, cry. I'm not a liberal. You're a moron. I'm going to see a lot of dipshits who are just, they've got nothing else. That's all they've got. I mean, if you voted for Trump just to own the libs and you assume that I'm a lib, you aren't very good at critical thinking. And I think that's a problem in this world. We are lacking people in critical thinking. I'm not one of those people. I have a lot of critical thinking. I look at everything. So, fuck off, I guess. I don't know. So, I know people don't like politics and I know what kind of shit I'm going to get. To those people, fuck off, please. Just kindly fuck off. All right? Just fuck off. Can't believe these people.